Okay, the area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle. Here's a rectangle. It says area is 56. Area equals 56 square inches. Inches squared. All right. Identify two measurements that could be the length and width. So all you have to do is multiply all these two numbers, see which ones come out to 56. So I'm going to start with the first number and I'm going to multiply it by everything until I find out if 4 is part of it. Just go through each one and then you can mark it out. So 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. Nope. 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. All right, 4 times 8 is 32. All right, 4 times 20 is 80. 4 times 50 is like 200. So 4 is not part of it. And you can type each one of these in your calculator. I'm just trying to go quick, so I'm telling you what it's going to be. All right, 6 times 7. 6 times 7, well, 7 times 7 is 49. 6 times 7 is 42. So 42, nope. 6 times 8, all right, 48, nope. And then 6 times 20, way too big. 6 times 50, way too big. So 6 is not going to be part of this. All right, 7 times 8, 56. There you go. 7, 8, done. Length is 7 and 8. And if you don't know which one's which, it actually doesn't matter. This one didn't say that the width was longer than the length or anything. If it gave you a hint like that, it would matter. But I'm going to let you know right now the test will accept if you put 8 in the first block and 7 in the second block or this way. It'll accept both. All right. Getting there. Here we go. This will be a fun calculator one. All right. So the diameter of a circular table is 6 feet. 6 foot. All right, which of the following is closest to the area? Well, you'll look at your formula sheet and go, oh, area is pi times my radius squared. Pi is 3.14 times, well, I don't know what radius is, so I have to divide it in half. That's one of those things you have to memorize. Remember, the word diameter is long. The word radius is short. So diameter is longer, radius is shorter. All right, so divide it by 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3, so times 3 squared, because 3 is your radius. All right, 3 times 3 comes first. Well, type that in the calculator just like that. Don't even go to the problem. All right, 3.14 times 3 to the power of, or just hit the square button. There you go. 28.26. There it is. All right, so as soon as you have your numbers to plug in the formula, type it into the calculator. Let the calculator do the order of operations for you. Then you don't have to think, oh, did exponent come first? Did times come first? I don't know. Your old school calculator would not do that. So a lot more people would have got this question wrong before this year than should get it wrong this year. Because you can type the whole formula in there. You can type in every order of operations problem into this, and it will do it for you. All right. Which of these best describes the location of 0, 9 on a coordinate grid? So 0 is my left, right. 9 is my up, down. So left, right, I'm not going any. So I stay at 0. All right, first number, left, right, 0. Other number, 9, which is somewhere up there. So it'd be up here. And this is my x, so this is my y. So it's on the y-axis. Anytime 0 is one of the numbers, it's going to be on an axis. If 0 is one of your ordered pairs, it's on the axis. The end, no question. All right. Done with that page front and back. All right, we're on like the last 2 or 3 pages here. Cool. 31 out of 50. And we have some more that we're not going to do because of the fact we don't cover it this year. All right, the radius is 7.8. All right, which is the closest to circumference? Circumference equals pi times diameter. All right, circumference of this swimming pool. So it's a circular swimming pool. Radius is 7.8. I need my diameter. So times 2 equals, well, let me type that in the calculator. 7.8 times 2. Oh. 15.6. So 15.6 diameter. So now I can just plug it in. Circumference equals 3.14 times 15.6. On my calculator, I'm going to type in A and S or the old number. Either way, it gives you the last number. All right. Times 3.14. All right, 48 point something. All right, 48.98. 984 would round down to 98. There we go. Only answer it could be. All right, here we go. Now, guys, this is a one-step equation. Something divided by 3 equals 2.13. All right, now, guys, it's not going to be really helpful to type this into a calculator like this. You're actually going to have to know what to do, so please pay close attention. All right, if it's dividing by 3, you need the x by itself. X by itself. It's being divided by 3. So what is the opposite of dividing by 3? Times. All right, so x over 3. So 3 times it, or 3 over 1 times it, all right, equals 2.13 times 3. All right, so I did 3 times and then times 3. Just know it cancels out. We're not going to go through all of the stuff about it. It all cancels out, leaving the x by itself. I've gone through it before. 3 times x would be 3x. 1 times 3 is 3. 3x divided by 3 is x. All right, there's no reason to go through all that. If you're doing the opposite, just know that it leaves it by itself, and that's what we're trying to do. You only have to do it one time. It's single-step equations. Heads up, please. All right, 2.13 times 3. Type that in a calculator. $6.39. So x equals 6.39. Says what's the value? It doesn't say round. Keep an eye for all that stuff. Just like that was at the other test where everybody got the question wrong, where the answer was 6.8, but it was supposed to be 7 because it said round to the nearest dollar, and everybody put $6.80. Just keep it in mind. Those ones are the easiest ones to get right, but also the easiest ones to get wrong. All right. Good. There we go. Directions. Click on a box to choose the color you want to select. Now, guys, obviously you can't see the colors very well because it's black and white. All right. So Phil surveyed 40 students about their favorite color. So all of this is 40 people. All right. This circle graph shows the results. Identify 2 colors that could represent the result of exactly 20 students. Well, what's 20 out of 40? It's half. So therefore, you need to find out what 2 of these equals half. See where you could draw a line straight through. I can't draw a line straight through here. I can't there. I can here, and I can't there. So this is where I can draw a line straight through, so I will do so. All right, on this side is 3. It said, what, 2 colors. So we don't even care about this side. All right, it has to be yellow and green. There you go. Those 2 together equal 20 students, but you have to know that 20 is half of 40. You could do 40 divided by 2 on the calculator, or you can simplify. Either way. All right. Okay. Moving on. All right, Ivan. Ivan created an arithmetic pattern shown. Arithmetic pattern, however you want to say it. So that means arithmetic is plus minus. Geometric is times divide. All right, so if Ivan continues this pattern, what would be the 7th number? So this is going up by 3s. 1 times 4 is 4, but 4 times 4 is not 7. So therefore, it's not going up by timesing. It's going up by adding. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 3 is 10, plus 3 is 13, plus 3 is 16, plus 3 is 19. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 19. That's it. Just be careful with it. Make sure you're doing it right. If you don't want to have the plus 3s because it confuses you, you can just mark them out if you need to. So you know not to count those towards your 7, obviously. It's the 13, 16, and 19. All right. Backside. This list shows the number of text messages 5 friends sent last week. One friend sent 13, one sent 60, 61, 63, 64. If that's a week worth of text, this must have been a 2014 one, because I know nowadays you combine all those to get a week's worth of text. All right. So, the most appropriate measure of center. Measure of center. Guy on the side of the road with swords. All right, that was my example. So, if you see some weird outlier on the side of the road doing something crazy, you want to get to the middle of the road, the median. So, if there's an outlier, get to the median, the middle. Median is middle. So, middle if there's an outlier. If not, it's mean. Just like my age. My age messes up our average. Our mean for this class, our average is 16 because of me. But if I took the middle number, it would be 12 most likely. All right. So mean because all the numbers are close to one another. Are there any outliers in here? Are there any numbers that are just drastically different than the others? 13. Outlier. 13. 13 is an outlier. And if there's an outlier, you need to get to the middle of the road because there's an outlier. All right, so you're going to get to the median. So because of 13 is much lower, then you need median. All right, now look, it says mean because it's much lower. So right here, you can easily mess this up. Oh, I know it's median. Make sure the reason is right as well. So it has to be D. All right. So median. Outlier is median. Outlier is median. These can be the easiest questions for you if you remember that. Outlier is median. No outlier, mean. No outlier, mean. All right, if you can remember that, you're going to get these questions right automatically just for knowing that tidbit. It's not that you have to apply it or do a lot of work with it. You just have to know it. All right. Here we go. This one looks complicated. Well, let's find out. We need y by itself. All right, so let's do that. Well, y, to get it by itself, they are taking away 1 3/4 from y. Well, let's give it back to y, and y is by itself. So opposite, add 1 3/4, cancels out. Do it to both sides, plus 1 3/4. All right, you can do this in a calculator, 3 plus 1.75. Or you could just go ahead and say, oh, well, 3 plus 1 is 4, and just bring over the rest. So 3 plus 1 3/4. All right, well, 3 plus 1 is 4. Bring over the 3/4. So y equals 4 3/4. All right, you could use a calculator, like I said. I don't recommend it for this one because you're doing a whole number plus a mixed number. When it's a whole number plus, you just bring over the thing. Treat it like it's units. Doesn't matter. All right, 4 3/4 is C, and there we go. Moving on. All right, next one we're not doing. This is another probability question. So it's saying, oh, I've got a bunch of different color clothes in a drawer. If you blindly grab one, what are the chances you pick this color? That kind of stuff. You're learning it next year. All right, so not